let's face it, one of the most annoying parts of having a brand new tattoo is sleeping with it. Not only is it super uncomfortable, but if you are not careful, it can affect the way the tattoo looks, or even worse, possibly get it infected. So when it comes to sleeping with a new tattoo, what should you do? Well, you're in luck, because in this video, we're gonna be talking not only about how you could sleep comfortably with a new tattoo, but also do some things to help prevent messing up your new ink. So you are not gonna wanna miss it. Real quick, if I do not answer one of your questions that you have in this video, feel free to drop a comment below and I will get to it. But hey, welcome back, or welcome to Manly Man TV. I'm Mike, and on this channel, I help educate you in the realm of tattoos. So if that's the kind of stuff you're looking for, consider subscribing, and don't forget to hit the bell notification just so you don't miss future videos. So I want to start off by saying that even though sleeping with a new tattoo absolutely sucks, getting sleep is super important for your new tattoo. When we are sleeping and resting overnight, our bodies are kind of like healing in overdrive. So keep that in mind and try to get the best night's sleep that you possibly can. Just wanted to point that out. Okay, so let's say that you just left the tattoo shop, you're home now, you washed the tattoo, applied the healing ointment, did all of that cool stuff, and now you're getting ready for bed. Well, the first thing that you're gonna wanna do before putting that pretty little head on the pillow is to make sure that you're drinking a lot of water. When you just got a fresh tattoo done, your body has been through a lot of trauma, and it's taking a lot for your body to heal that new tattoo. And when you're going to sleep, most of us will sleep around 7 to 8 hours per night. And that's 7 to 8 hours that we're sleeping, we're not taking any fluids into our body. Like I mentioned earlier, when you are sleeping, your body is trying to recover. And the last thing that you want to do is deprive your body from fluids. Now, you may know that I always talk about how important it is for your tattoos to keep your skin moisturized and take in a lot of fluids. Well, this is just as important as when your tattoo is healing. So as your skin is healing overnight, consuming a nice amount of water right before bed is gonna help fuel that healing process and fuel your body to recover while you're catching those Z's. The next thing that you want to do when sleeping with a new tattoo is to prep your sleeping situation. Yep, you heard me right. And what I mean for prepping is to simply just make sure that you have nice, clean sheets and blankets before going to sleep. Because, you know, bacteria loves to hang out in bed sheets and in your bed, even if you're the cleanest person around. Now, I would personally recommend that if you have a lighter color bed sheets, to switch them over to a darker color. And the reason being, especially for the first couple of days, your tattoo might still be, you know, pushing out plasma, ink, and blood. You really don't want to get those on your light colored sheets because, you know, it's pretty hard to get out. This happened to me, got some new sheets, screwed them up first night, pretty pissed about it. Now, if you are the type of person that loves to be buried with your blankets while you sleep, I'm gonna recommend that at least for the first couple days to not do that, or at least make your tattoo not be covered with your blankets. Now, this is easier said than done depending on where your new tattoo is. But like I always say, your new tattoo needs to breathe. Covering up with a blanket will not only suffocate it, but if that blanket is touching your new tattoo, you're gonna get those annoying little lint balls all over your tattoo. Then you're gonna have to pick them off, and that's just all around bad. All right, so now that we got the prepping out of the way, let's talk about you actually sleeping with your new tattoo. Now, I'm not gonna lie, depending on where your new tattoo is, you're most likely gonna be sleeping in pretty uncomfortable and awkward ways. And as weird and as horrible this may sound, I actually encourage you to do this. While your new tattoo and skin is trying to heal, the last thing that you want to do is to either lay directly on it. That can again suffocate the tattoo, and that could just cause a bunch of different issues. And the other thing is that you don't want your new tattoo to be rubbing up against all of those materials of your comforter and your sheets. Now, you may have the softest sheets in all the land, but remember, your tattoo is an open wound and it's trying to heal. Right now, in its current state, it is very vulnerable. So I try to position myself in ways to not only I'm comfortable, but also that my tattoo is not touching or rubbing up against anything. Now, this can be hard, but it can be done. And yes, I get that when we are asleep, we're tossing and turning, and we're really unaware of our movements. But I can tell you this, when you have a fresh tattoo and your skin and that tattooed area is super tender, if you roll over on the tattoo, you will feel it and you'll most likely wake up. And then once you wake up, you could just reposition yourself. Now I'm gonna share a little secret that I personally do depending on where my new tattoo is. And that secret is the pillow trick. Ah, yes, the pillow trick. It's actually not that special, but it does help a lot. So say you got your new tattoo on either your arm or leg. Well, go grab a pillow, again, preferably darker, and use that pillow to either prop up your arm or leg. This will keep that tattooed area elevated and away from touching anything on your bed. Now, speaking of things that could touch you while you're asleep, and I know this one sucks for me because I actually enjoyed my dog sleeping in bed with me, but that is, at least for the first couple days, to have your cat, pet, animal, whatever, to not sleep in bed with you. Sorry, serious boy. Now this is super important. Our pets, they're doing their own thing all day, going for walks, playing with their toys, rolling around, doing animal stuff. And them doing these things, they could pick up who knows what. So that's why it's super important, again, at least for the first couple days, for your furry friend to not really be anywhere near your tattoo, and that includes while you sleep. Our pet shed, and if it's anything like serious, his hair gets everywhere. You don't want it to get on your tattoo because, again, it could cause infection and super irritation. Oh, and another thing, I actually woke up to this before while I was sleeping with my new tattoo. If your dog is in bed with you, your dog is gonna see your new tattoo as an open wound, and a dog's natural instinct is going to lick it because they think they're doing, you know, they're helping you out. Whew. And a dog licking your fresh open wound tattoo while you're sleeping, you're really not gonna notice it, and it could be really, really bad. Now, on the subject of other beings sleeping in bed with you, that is a super weird way of saying it. If you have someone else that normally sleeps in bed with you, make sure that they are staying as distant as possible, and also, so you don't get in trouble, make them aware of why you want them to be distant. While we are asleep, sometimes we unknowingly like to cuddle up next to our significant other. Doing this, you or the other person can either touch your new tattoo or scratch it, and that could cause damage and infection and just everything else bad. You just want to keep your new tattoo as distant from anything or anyone while you're asleep because, again, you're unconscious. You don't know what's really going on, so you want to protect it. Now, I know I'm going to get asked this question in the comments, and that question is,
hey Mike, my tattoo is actually peeling really bad right now, and when I woke up from sleeping with it, those skin peels and flakes and everything are all over my bed. Did I affect my tattoo?
And the answer is no. When your tattoo is peeling, those flakes are gonna fall off. I always recommend anybody that asks me about this to just wait till your tattoo is fully healed, all the flakes and everything are gone, and then just examine the tattoo. If you're noticing any kind of like missing details or ink blots or stuff like that, then you might just simply have to ask your tattoo artist for a tattoo touch-up. Not a big deal. Now, after all this talk about sleeping with the new tattoo, you're probably thinking, wow, this really sucks. And to be honest, you're absolutely right. Sleeping with a tattoo is probably the most annoying part about getting a new tattoo. But even though it sucks, it is our responsibility to prep and do all these specific things to protect the tattoo while we're sleeping. And the reason being, well, because if we make sure that we're protecting it and doing the right things while we're sleeping with the new tattoo, the end result of how the tattoo is gonna look is, well, just a better looking tattoo. Now, if you wanna learn more about tattoos, be sure to check this playlist out right here. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell notification just so you don't miss future videos. And I will see you in the next video, so peace.